friends, it's Emily. Welcome back. I'm so excited for today's video. We're going to be decorating my kitchen for Halloween. I know not everyone likes decorating for Halloween, but I like keeping things fun here in our home with lots of cutesy Halloween touches that make my kids and grandkids smile without being too spooky. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy spending time with me today. I decided to make a little DIY to add to my decor this year. It is pretty easy and doesn't cost a thing. All I did was I gathered a whole bunch of sticks from our backyard and took some black spray paint that I already had on hand and sprayed the sticks. I will be showing you what I did with them later in the video. Stay tuned. Now let's decorate the kitchen for Halloween. In this corner, I used this jack-o'-lantern metal bucket that I found at a vintage market. You know how I love gnomes, and this one is one of my favorites. It's this cute little cat. I love his tail that has a little fringe hanging off of it and his cute ears. To finish this corner, I used a witch's broom that I believe I found at Target Dollar Spot a couple years ago. In this section of my kitchen, I left some of my fall decor out and just added a few Halloween touches. I decided to use these black containers for my flour and sugar, and then found this cute ghost picture at a vintage market. I just put it in my own frame. Then I added this ghost marble platter from HomeGoods. I just needed to add a little something to these jars, so I just used some ribbon and tied it to the top. On this rack, I kept a few of my fall pieces up. I added this hanging jack-o'-lantern to this wreath. I then decided to add this skeleton to the front of this rattan board that I found at Hobby Lobby. I wanted to add something to this hanging basket, so I put this felt pendant from one of my favorite online stores called Sugar and Milk Co. You will need to check her out because she has lots of cute things in her store. To finish this rack, I hung this cute Halloween haunted house towel. I love how this rack turned out. I bought a couple new things from Walmart this year, including this cutting board, and I just added the spider to it from Sugar and Milk Co. I love this cutting board so much because of the scallops. To add to the side of the cutting board, I found these wood serving paddles from Target this year. This broom is also from Sugar and Milk Co. This cake is also something I found at Walmart this year, and of course again, I love the scallops. I just added this mummy canister I found at HomeGoods and this spooky sign. To finish this part of my kitchen, I added this basic witch Ray Dunn mug. I loved how this section turned out. Since I have to stand on a stool to add things to my hood vent, I just did it off camera. I love how this turned out. I added these polka dot bats and this beware garland to the vent. I think it turned out pretty cute for Halloween. Now onto this tray, I added those tree branches that I created earlier in this video and added it to this black vase. You will see later that I did add some bats to a couple of the tree branches. I added this Frankenstein that I showed in an earlier Halloween haul from Home Goods. To finish this tray, I added some plates, a cute ghost container, and this house that lights up from Target. The last things I added in our kitchen was on the side of our kitchen island. I just added this Bewitching in the Kitchen hand towel and another one of those polka dot bats. much for joining me in today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, even if you're not a fan of Halloween. I know my granddaughter really was happy when she came into our kitchen. If you enjoyed it, I would love for you to consider giving it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free to subscribe to my channel, and I post at least 1 to 2 times a week. Hopefully I will get to see you in my next one. Have a beautiful day, my friends. Take care.